Okay, we're live. Hello, everyone. Hello, my futuristic crew. I am Yoshizilla. I'm the voice actor behind Silver on the channel, Movie Sonic, and Boom Shadow. You know, got the whole Team SSS squad. And I am joined with...
Great timing. All right, this is going to be very ominous, I can tell. Hello, I am Gigi Crazy Draws. I voice Sally and Amy.
Blaze, you mean?
And additional characters when need be. Wait, Amy. Oh, God. Sally and Blaze. Christ.
Yeah, I was about to say. By the way, your mic is a little quiet. I don't know if you can turn it up a little bit.
Here, I turned down my gain like a couple days ago because my mic was picking up my fan. Here, I'll turn it back up.
Yeah.
Is that better?
Yeah. Anyways, yes, this is Gigi Crazy Doll. She voices Sally and Blaze mostly on the channel, and sometimes additional characters. You did Shadina at one point.
Yeah, never happening again.
Yeah. And she is also a very, very prominent artist on the channel. She makes a lot of my artwork, including the two artworks you guys see on screen right now. So, what is this? This is... Oh, she also made the banner behind. Well, she was part of making the banner. That was actually also made by Scoutkin. It was kind of like a collab artwork. Anyways, what is this? This is our review, kind of discussion of the Sonic the Hedgehog 2 movie. If you couldn't notice by the title and the fact that it says in text, we are talking about spoilers. We are not responsible if you choose to watch and you get spoiled. Yes, the movie...
We are literally talking about anything and everything, all of our thoughts going scene by scene for the movie.
Yes.
We are spoiling everything.
Yes, so you cannot blame us if you watch this and you get spoiled. It's right there on screen. We are talking about it. I will be also making, for those of you who did not see, I will be making a shorter video, kind of with my own review on the movie. You'll hear most of my thoughts, but it'll kind of be more of like a Silver review. So right now, this is kind of like a podcast kind of thing, you could say. We have no idea how long this will be, but since the movie is about 2 hours long and we're going to be talking about it scene by scene, it could go on for at least an hour, maybe an hour and like a half. Who knows?
Likely somewhere, but it's probably going to be roughly an hour and a half, let's be honest.
Yeah. This is open to audience discussion. We will be kind of like looking towards the audience if you guys want to give your opinion to those who have seen it. But we're not going to be doing it too much because obviously we want to make sure that we don't drag on too much. But yeah.
Well, no, like we'll be looking at the audience a fair amount, but we're not going to focus on one scene for like 10 minutes.
Yeah. Maybe scenes that are like really, really good we might like talk a little more about. But yeah, so real quickly before we get started, so Gigi and I both saw the Sonic movie the same day, kind of around the same times, because time zones are a thing. We both saw it around the same time. What?
Yeah, fun times.
Yeah, so we both saw it basically the same day and around the same time, and we were both talking to each other just how great it was. So yeah, so we both have seen.
Yes, Thank you.
Yes, thank you for the ... Yes, we're gonna get into that. But yeah, so we both saw it. So, you know, it was great. We saw it. What was it? Opening day. It wasn't like the premiere night. It was like the opening day though.
I left school early to go see this movie.
You left school. That's right. I remember you telling me that. All right, but yeah, let's go ahead and dive right into this. Once again, guys, this is spoiler heavy. We're talking about every scene. Watch at your own risk. If you want to stick around a little bit, then go for it. But we're not going to be saying, "Oh, major spoiler ahead." Like
this entire video is a major spoiler.
Yeah. So we're not going to like be, we're not going to be warning you. This is your final warning. Spoilers are coming. Watch at your own risk. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and open up to you, Gigi, to kind of start the first official, I guess, scene analysis or whatever, the scene discussion review, whatever. Let's talk about the opening.
All right, well, yeah, the opening scene. Is definitely a pretty good opening. I don't know if I'm the only person who got major Smurfs vibes from it, but I just did. It probably just had to do with the fact that there were mushrooms everywhere, and I'm just sitting there thinking, this feels like the Smurfs movie.
Yeah, I've never seen the Smurfs movie, so I didn't know. I will say it does kind of suck that I can't have like any images on screen, but whatever. We already have enough. But yeah, opening scene. I thought was pretty good. You know, to see how long Eggman had been on the mushroom planet.
Yeah, it really shows you like him being definitely more unhinged than he was.
Yeah, he kind of became a little crazy because of how long it's been.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something that I didn't exactly understand, but apparently it's actually brought up in the movie comics that have come out, is
The prequel.
Yeah, the prequel. So I didn't understand. Hey, Darren, thank you for the $20 donation. I really appreciate it. But I did not understand what were they, scavengers? They were like...
They're scavengers, yeah.
We knew that we found out they were scavengers after, but I didn't get, like, before Knuckles came, I didn't understand, who they were. I thought they were really out of place, until it kind of explained later in the comics that, oh, these are scavengers. So,
yeah, at first, I feel like it wasn't necessarily needed, but it does make sense for how Knuckles found them. But it's a little weird. You have to outsource to get that information. But I guess considering the movie was already 2 hours, I'll forgive him for it.
Yeah.
It's a very minor nitpick. It didn't ruin anything about the scene for me. I just saw the spear and I was like, "Ooh, hey, echidnas!" And then I see a human attached to it, and I'm like, "Oh, what?"
But I guess we kind of
it
also
was a little
forgot.
Jarring. I guess that's the best way to put it.
I guess we also kind of forgot echidnas, but Knuckles is the last one.
Well, they could have changed that for the movie.
Yeah, true. So Knuckles' first appearance was amazing. I remember seeing that in the trailer. So I guess a little note, Gigi here avoided every trailer besides the first one. She only watched the first one.
I saw the first trailer during the Game Awards, and then I avoided everything else like the plague.
Yeah, I decided to watch the trailers, and I would say I didn't get spoiled that big at all. I just kind of knew certain things. Like I knew, oh, hey, this is where Knuckles is going to come in. Oh, hey, Sonic is going to crack this line or whatever. Stuff like that. So I think, I would have been fine not watching this. Like, I would have been fine, or I was fine either way watching the other trailers. But I think it was definitely a better experience for Gigi to not watch it because a lot more stuff were surprises.
There was still a lot of stuff I did end up seeing that I wish I hadn't. Like, I saw the screenshot of Sonic in front of the Death Egg robot when he was all beat up. I hated the fact that I saw that. I saw little glimpses of the Sonic and Knuckles fight scene in Labyrinth Zone. Like, I saw the screenshot of what was it? The screenshot of Tom and Maddie with like the yellow aura on them, and somebody saying "Yo, Supersonic."
Yeah, I saw
that.
At
the time
too.
I did it. At the time, I very much brushed it off because this was very early.
Yeah. But yeah, so the first
portrait.
Yeah.
I am very glad though I avoided the end credit scene.
We'll talk about that later. We'll talk about that later. We're getting ahead of
ourselves. I'm just saying I avoided those spoilers because we're on the topic of spoilers.
Yeah. But yeah, so the opening was really great. Apparently, and I didn't catch this, and neither one of us catch this. Apparently, they referenced Uganda Knuckles. It was very subtle.
On my first watch, I had to be told, and then on my second watch, I was like, "Oh my god, they did do that."
So Eggman says to Knuckles,
Eggman just tells Knuckles, "I'll show you the way."
Yeah, well, he doesn't say "the way." He does say "the way," but
it has to be.
Yeah, but it's kind of like how they referenced game theory, like Matt Pat in the first one. So it's easy to say that Jeff Fowler does pay attention to Sonic stuff and Sonic media and Sonic memes.
Oh yeah.
But the next scene. Here is where we get into the references. We're going to be talking heavily about the references. So we have the
This entire scene was an SA1 reference.
Yeah. So this entire scene was definitely a reference to SA1 with the cops kind of chasing, or just kind of the cops there and Sonic overseeing the cops. That was definitely a reference to SA1. That entire scene was just a fun time, kind of Sonic trying to get a taste of what it's like to be a villain, a hero. Yeah, Sonic's a villain, everyone!
Yeah, but it also sets up Sonic's character arc, so while it does maybe go on for just a little bit too long, it is an important scene.
Yeah, it was definitely, it was definitely fun to, see Sonic, trying to have a taste of being the hero, but, kind of being really bad at it. And I guess another reference that I feel like it was definitely a reference, but whenever the bomb went into the sewers and then it blew up and the water came out, that definitely had to be a reference to Chaos. I don't know. I think it was.
Literally, the opening CGI scene to SA1 has that happening, so yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, Chaos obviously wasn't in this film. Spoilers. But But it was definitely it was fun to see like those references, and there are a ton more references that we'll get into as we continue going. I don't know if do you have any comments? Like, there's not really much to comment about this scene. It was really just high action. Like
Sonic almost cursed.
Wait, what was it they say?
Holy sherbert!
Oh, that's right. Oh, also, oh wait, yeah, previous scene. It was really funny to see Eggman say, "Time to get off of this shiitake planet."
Piece of shiitake planet.
Piece of shiitake planet. Yeah, it was really good. Yeah, do you have anything to comment on the second, like kind of the second scene?
No, it was another one of those like, all right, we're getting reintroduced to the movie. I got you.
Yeah.
I will say, out of the entire movie, the opening was probably the most boring for me. I'm not saying that in and of itself was boring, but I enjoy the middle and end more than I enjoy the opening.
I agree on that. Like, I honestly think that like it was kind of slow. It was funny though to see like kind of the little contraption that Eggman had. Yeah. But yeah, there was.
Then the Jim Carrey screech.
Yeah. But yeah. Let's see. Oh, I think a lot of people. I think even you said it. The kind of Sonic behind the moon. Didn't some people say that was a reference to Shadow? Like Shadow.
I never said that. Some people did say that, but I don't think it's supposed to be at all. Because the framing is not the same in the slightest.
And Sonic doesn't have a gun.
The only similarity is he's standing in front of a moon, but that's a common movie trope.
Yeah. Also, I hope you guys can hear the music in the background.
The actual framing, the way he's standing, nothing else about it lines up. So I wouldn't say so.
Yeah. Also, again, little thing. I don't know if I have music in the background. Hopefully, you guys can hear it. It's not the most important thing of the stream, though. So if you can't hear it, then whatever. So next scene was definitely a favorite for me. Or like this is, I definitely knew that Sonic was going to fall in the water and Tom would have had to save him. Poor Sonic was tired because he was out saving the world, or saving, I guess, a robbery or whatever. And
saving Seattle.
Saving Seattle. Oh, okay. By the way, real quickly, did anyone else get Captain America: Civil War vibes whenever they just plastered the big text like on screen? Because that's something I remember they did in Civil War, and it was so annoying. It was like the text did not need to be that big, and that's what they did in this movie. But yeah, you know, poor Sonic was super tired, and it was like, oh, that's right, I'm going fishing with Tom, and he kind of takes a bath. And
this might be a dumb question, but what happened to Crazy Carl? Gone, reduced to atoms.
Oh yeah, that's right. Crazy Carl wasn't in this.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah. I know something you'll want to mention, Gigi, is I remember you specifically said that you liked the fact that they held the fact that Sonic couldn't swim.
Yes, because this was actually one of my biggest gripes with Sonic X when I was watching it. And it's that Sonic so easily got over not only his fear of water, but he kind of just learned how to swim really, really quickly. When it has been drilled in for decades that he cannot swim. Mm-hmm. And so that was something I liked. They kept that, and I hope that they keep it. Do not teach him how to swim.
Yeah, sorry, Tom. Don't teach him how to swim.
That's always been one of my favorite little characteristics of Sonic, because it's a very clear weakness that he just does not mesh well with water. They
kind of hinted it in the first movie, I remember, but he just kind of crashed in the Pacific Ocean. He didn't say oh, I started drowning or whatever. Yeah. But yeah, so yeah, Sonic couldn't swim. It was great. I definitely liked that scene on the boat where I knew it was going to be kind of like a sort of father-son bonding with Tom and Sonic.
But the opposite.
But it was kind of bonding, but it was more Tom trying to help Sonic, be like, hey, listen, you can't be doing this, you can't be reckless, stuff like that. And it definitely kind of crushed my soul a little bit when he said, you're supposed to be my friend, stop trying to be my dad. It was like, oh! Yeah.
As soon as he said that line, I knew where it was going, and I was so happy that they actually took that route, because I genuinely thought that they weren't going to.
Yes, they definitely... Didn't you say you got Ciao Alberto vibes whenever he said that line?
No, the second line.
Oh, the second one.
When he actually called him dad.
Yeah. Oh, no, we're getting too ahead of ourselves. It doesn't matter. But yeah, that was a great scene between like Tom and Sonic, because it's like, Tom cares about Sonic. And
Oh, thank you, phone.
well, I guess not anymore. He doesn't care about Sonic anymore.
Sonic was orphaned twice. Thank you, Iguana.
Oh my gosh.
But also, real quick, person the 10179 in numbers. Sorry, I suck at numbers. They said, I've always wondered if Sonic has thalassophobia, basically fear of deep water. I think actually what he has is hydrophobia, which is just fear of water in general.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, that was a great scene, and Tom wasn't being super hard on Sonic, but was just kind of like giving him like listen, we have to have this discussion because obviously Tom cares about Sonic. He doesn't want Sonic to get hurt or hurt other people. And then they kind of make up, and then Sonic decides to do a speedboat. And why don't you tell everyone the vibes that you got with Tom?
Albert!
In case you didn't.
Yeah, when Tom yelled Sonic, I just immediately thought of Alvin and the Chipmunks whenever the human character, whatever the heck his name is, just
it's
screams
funny,
Alvin.
it's funny because you play a chipmunk.
Okay, you shut up.
It's right here, Gigi. It's right here. All right, but yeah, so that was a great scene. So then I think the next scene was just kind of like the travel scene. I just want to mention, Tom and Maddie save a ton of money on travel because of Sonic's rings. Like,
yeah, they don't have to worry about the gas prices.
They don't have to worry about the. Oh yeah, for people who don't realize, the gas prices are going up because unfortunately, as much as we'd love to be actually Silver and Sally, we can't. As much as I'd actually love to be able to fly, I can't. As much as Gigi would probably, actually no, you probably wouldn't want to be Sally or Blaze. You'd probably want to be Shadow. Sally and the Chipmunks. Sally and the Chipmunks. Good lord.
God damn it.
But yeah, so basically.
Wait, there was a Hop 2?
Wait, what?
Chip said Sonic 2 is better than Hop 2. I knew there was. Was there a second one?
Gigi might have hit me.
If there was, I never saw it.
Someone said that it's a good thing we weren't in the same room, or else Gigi would have probably hit me. Nah, Gigi wouldn't have hit me.
Debatable.
She would have said that she'd hit me, but she actually wouldn't have. But yeah, there's nothing really to comment besides there is one thing that Gigi told me, and it was during the scene. How about you explain it? It was during the scene where Tom offers Sonic a hug, like that part.
Oh yeah, when he's like, your goodbye hug, and Sonic's like, I'm a bit old for hugs. I made the joke that all I'm hearing is they don't want to animate the hug because animating CG characters interacting with real people is difficult.
Yeah.
Obviously, I know they could have done it. They do it later in the movie, but I just made the joke about it.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. But yeah, and then Sonic, of course, being a kid, messing up his parents' house while they're gone. Did anyone else do that? Did anyone else mess up their parents' house while their parents were gone?
No, I get grounded.
Yeah, no, I didn't actually do that. But yeah, that was just, there wasn't really much that went on besides Sonic just kind of destroyed that. Oh, wait, let's talk about the fact that Sonic literally committed theft.
Oh yeah, he steals Oreos.
Steals Oreos. Yeah, he leaves money, but it's still theft because that person that saw it happen literally could have just taken the $100 bill for themselves.
Well, no, it's theft because unless you scan it and properly do the transaction, it's theft.
That too. Yeah. I can't believe Sonic paid $100 for Oreos. Yeah. But I'm trying to think. Nothing else really happened. It was just kind of just like. Oh yeah. So I guess
just having a great time.
Yeah,
I was bopping to the music.
Yeah, the music was really good, and
also we had the
Tails?
The three-quill Mohawk reference.
Oh, I didn't get that was actually a reference. I did not realize.
Yeah, it's a reference to the classic American box art.
Gotcha. Yeah, there was like a few references there. And let's see. I thought it was funny how Sonic was the one saying to Tom like, "Oh hey, be with your wife or whatever, have fun," stuff like that. What was it? Well, the scene after that was it was with Tom and Maddie, right? When they met they met
Shamal Moore.
Shamal Moore. What was his character's name again? I completely forgot.
Randall.
That's right. I still thought it was funny that Rachel and Tom still have that kind of that tension, I guess you could say, after the first movie. Yeah. So there's not really much to comment there. It was just kind of like, oh hey, if you messed up my wedding, I will end you, and then kind of foreshadowed, oh yeah, the wedding's gonna get messed up, but in a different way. Yeah, back to Sonic having a good time, and go ahead.
No, we completely skipped over the Tails scene.
Oh, I thought that happened after.
No, that was before he called Tom. Or Tom called him.
No, I think Tom called him. It showed Tails. Oh wait, yeah, you're right. No, you're right. You're completely right. Go ahead.
I'm always right.
No, debatable. Anyways, go ahead.
All right. I love the new Tails model. Like, don't get me wrong, he looked great in the end credit scene, but he was a little bit chunky. There were a couple of the nitpicks I had with it, but if they had kept the model, I'd have been completely fine with it. But I love that they redid it because he looked a lot better.
Oh yeah, they told Tails 2 years ago, yeah, Tails, you gotta lose some weight, buddy.
Since then, he's been on the treadmill.
Train for. I mean, I know some like real life actors, have to actually like train for characters. Like they might need to get like a little muscly or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, it was really great, to see like the scene like redone, like completely. Maybe they used the same kind of animation, but they just like changed the model.
No, the animation's different. If you put them side by side, there are differences.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we got Colleen back. That was amazing.
They completely reanimated. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was great to see Colleen back.
I feel like this was definitely Colleen's best performance. Don't get me wrong, she's good in the games, but due to the fact that the game's actual character animation has not been super good, the fact that the animation matched up with the voice acting really made her performance shine, and I love that.
In memory, or not in memory, but to support Tails, I have mints. Not actually. Well, yes, those were mints, but I have a box of mints here. But yeah, so we already talked about like the scene with like Randall and stuff. So next was Eggman returning with Knuckles, right?
Yep, and Knuckles.
Yeah.
I love how Eggman came in. It was like they framed it like a horror movie.
Great, yeah, with the lightning and like the power out.
We order a
and Sonic, I like that Sonic genuinely looked scared. Like he genuinely looked scared because he is just a kid.
He looked scared at the knee-jerk reaction of seeing him, and then he looked pissed. Like, why are you here again?
Why are you here? And
like even the voice acting in that scene was really good.
Yeah, it was so great. And seeing Sonic like charge up his energy, getting ready to punch, and then Eggman just stands to the side and boom!
Knuckles jump scare.
Yeah. Now, here's a thing that poor Tom and Maddie, they might save a lot of money on gas and plane tickets, but they don't save enough money on house renovations.
How dare you steal my joke?
Yeah, no, I was waiting for you to say it.
Wasn't
Copyrighted by Gigi Crazy Draws, 2022. Yeah. Actually, no, I was the one that specifically said...
No, I made the joke.
Okay, well, you said about gas and plane prices, but I'm pretty sure I said poor Tom and Maddie have to keep paying to, like,
No, I said it.
No, I said it, and then you made the joke.
Well, it was my joke.
Okay, well, I said that they have to pay for their house, which made you make the joke. So I had some contribution, whatever I just said, to the joke. Contribution to the joke. Anyways. So yeah, obviously this whole Knuckles and Sonic fight scene wasn't really much of Sonic fighting. It was just more Knuckles beating the crap out of Sonic. Oh, we completely missed over the fact
I honestly love that that's how they did it, because it establishes that Knuckles is a legitimate threat.
Exactly. Also, I forgot to
Sonic
mention the fact
just
that...
gets pounded into the floor and then choked up against a tree, and there was really nothing he could do.
Oh, we also forgot to mention Tails steals a car. The police car.
Yeah. Wade's car.
Poor Wade.
That's probably why Wade was using a scooter!
Oh, did you not think of that? Did you not think of that?
No!
Oh my...
I didn't think about it until just now. His car got totaled, and that's why he's on a scooter.
Yeah, so... we have, Eggman joining Knuckles and, like, beating the crap out of Sonic as much as we were. And then frickin'...
just, since we're here, the Sonic-Knuckles fight scenes in this movie are my favorite parts of the movie. The choreography is so good. The animation is stellar. I love watching it.
Oh yeah, of course. And then we get Knuckles that gets run over by freaking Tails, or like not run over, but like hit and just goes into the shed. And it's like, hey, I'm on your side. I'm sorry. Who are you? Never mind. It doesn't matter. And then
Time to go.
Yeah, time to go. And then freaking Eggman looks like he has rabies because he freaking just gets on the car.
Ew, is he licking it?
Yeah, he was licking it. Yeah, he was licking it and stuff. Then Knuckles got pissed and his eyes lit up, and then yeah, I think I found him.
I very much like that they did establish Knuckles is fast. Like, he may be strong, but he is also very fast. However, like, obviously not as fast as Sonic when he was going full speed, but he could keep up. Yeah.
I definitely loved the interactions between Tails and Sonic from the beginning. It was like, you know, Sonic being like kind of that fanboy is like, hey, it's so great to meet you. My name's like, you know, like everyone calls me Tails. And it's like, can you guess why? Is it because of the extra tail? Yes. And then something I did notice that I actually didn't comment on, when Knuckles punched into the car, I'm pretty sure that was, well, I guess it was made after, but that was supposed to kind of simulate the poster that we saw whenever we found out Knuckles was going to be in the movie. Like with the hand. It kind of like was very similar.
Well, then again, we just saw a hand in the people punching into cars and their hands getting stuck is a common movie trope that happens all the time.
Well, no, I'm not talking about I'm just talking about the poster when we found out Knuckles was going to be in the movie and we just saw his fist. It was probably like in reference to that scene. Huh. But yeah, and then we get to see Tails fly for the second time. I was about to say first time. For like the second time.
I like the fact that they had Sonic straight up tell Tails after he says, "Do you trust me?" And he's just like, "No, I literally just met you."
It's like, of course not. I just met you. Drives.
Like that's a realistic reaction. If he had just been like, "Okay," I'd have been like, "Bruh."
Yeah, no. But then they just drive it off, and the Knuckles didn't die, of course. But yeah, Tails flies and saves Sonic, and they ride off into the moon. And we get to hear one of many times Tails says, "Only Sonic the Hedgehog blank."
I take a shot of a drink every time he says it.
He said it, what, 3 times?
4.
Where was the 4th one?
At the end of the movie.
I don't remember that.
He says it once right there. He says it again.
Yeah, okay, but I just want to know where the last one is, because I heard the first 3, but I don't remember the last one.
Well, what are the 3 you remember?
Okay, the 3 I remember is like, you know, he says it there, he says it about the dancing, and then he says it with the saving. When he's in the plane. Where's the 4th one?
I know he says it 4. I know he does. Dakota, help me out here. Because you'll probably remember where it is.
But yeah, and then what was the next scene that kind of like happened?
Oh, after that was Eggman getting suited up. Well, technically the Mean Bean Cafe.
Oh yeah, let's just talk about that. Let's just talk about how great it was that Agent Stone made, like, you know, the face.
Hold on. What the heck is his name?
The actor.
Yeah, Lee Majdab. I don't know how to say his last name, but yeah, the actor of Dr. Stone isn't even playing the character. He is just playing himself. If, like, any of you follow him on Twitter, the actor honestly loves the Dr. Stone and Eggman ship. And
oh, yeah.
It was great.
I wonder if that was his idea, like, when in, like, the scene later. When
it could have been. Like, honestly, it's just great to see in the movie that they're just fully embracing the fact that Dr. Stone just loves Eggman.
Yeah, it was amazing. But yeah, next thing that happened was like, yeah, that part, you know, and he closes his Mean Bean, and then apparently that was a reference to some sort of game. Or what was the reference to?
What do you mean? Where?
Like the Eggman Mean Bean thing or whatever? Or not the...
Yeah, Eggman's Mean Bean Machine. It was a Puyo Puyo Tetris essentially styled game.
Ah, gotcha. Okay. That was amazing. And we got to see, you know, Eggman suit up and get his robots back. And it was great seeing... it was great, like, seeing the interaction between Eggman and Knuckles. And, like, how you think, oh...
You are no match against me. Oh, they are stairs.
Oh, they are stairs. I hated that Eggman flossed. I thought I was gonna hate the movie after that. I did actually for a second.
Like, if y'all want to blame someone, blame Jim Carrey. It was probably his idea, since 90% of what Jim Carrey does is improv. So that was probably his idea.
Exactly. And then, you know, he was, he was talking about how, like, we should find the Master Emerald together. Obviously, starting Eggman's little like scheme to take the Master Emerald for himself. But we'll get into that later. The crushing of the hand, that was pretty great. He's like, my hand is unfazed, or whatever he said.
My hand is uninjured.
My hand is uninjured. But now I am convinced of your commitment, or whatever he says. Something along the lines of that. It's like, oh, goody. And he's just fixing his hand.
Since we're on the topic of Knuckles right now, I am just going to flat out say it. This is the best Knuckles. He is the best characterized in this movie, and I love him, and I cannot wait for the show.
Screw you, Dan Green!
I want to see more of him.
I'm just kidding. Dan Green is great, but I think Gigi loves this Knuckles. In fact, she even has it as her profile picture right now on Discord. She does. If you're in the server, go look at Gigi Crazy Jaws. She has it.
I will change my server profile.
Don't you dare. Don't. Everyone, hey, make sure to join the Discord if you're enjoying the stream. For the link in the description that says Discord. Go see that Gigi has Movie Knuckles as her icon. Don't you dare change it. There's nothing wrong with having Movie Knuckles as your icon.
Yeah, not fair. I mean, I have him as my icon specifically from the best scene in the movie.
Yeah, which can't wait to get to that scene. All right, what was next? It was Wade, Sonic, and Tails?
Yeah, where Longclaw literally became
Obi-Wan Kenobi. Yep. So here's the thing. I honestly thought Longclaw was going to come back. She did.
Yeah, that's right.
But not back to life.
For the longest time, I just kind of thought she's probably alive, because rule of thumb, they don't die on screen, they're not dead.
Yeah, but I guess they actually followed that. Unless she appears in the third one.
If she appears in the third one, that'll undo a lot of stuff they did in this movie, so I doubt it.
Yeah.
I think Longclaw is completely put to rest, and she will probably never have a voice again, or we will never see her again, but it'll probably be some bonding over lost stuff that'll happen in the next movie. You know what I'm talking about.
Yes. Yeah, there's not really much to comment on the scene, other than you just kind of find out more about, like, the Master Emerald, like, that they need to find it, and that's when they use a ring to, what was it, Siberia?
Yep, Siberia.
Yep.
Mother Russia.
Yeah. What was next? Kind of like a little fuzzy on like the scenes, like the order. It was Eggman coming back. It was Eggman coming back.
He's back!
He's back! And you see him walk in. And then I love how Eggman doesn't even like realize that, oh hey, his face is carved in along with stone. Into the coffee, or
could use some mushroom.
Yeah.
I felt so bad for Agent Stone when Eggman said it could use some mushroom, because his face just shut down.
It was like,
so deflated.
I guess I'll die. And then you see Knuckles, and Knuckles also broke his hand.
Here comes the boy.
That means he trusts you. But yeah, there wasn't really too much comment on this scene besides the fact that, like, Eggman's back. You get to see Knuckles and Stone interact. Yeah. And then I think, so next thing that happened was just the volleyball scene. The only comment I have to say about this was the fact that that for those of you who don't know, the Minecraft YouTuber Preston Plays was an extra in it. That's like the only main thing I have to mention, at least about that volleyball scene.
And Tom switching the rings. Great job.
Oh yeah, Tom switching the rings with, messing with JoJo. That was great.
I'll be honest, I know a lot of people saw that coming, but it wasn't even something that I thought of.
I didn't think of it until, later when he threw the ring. I was like, uh-oh.
Later, as soon as he threw the ring, I was like, oh, wait.
Yeah. But yeah, not much to say there. So next was like the Siberia scene. Where they're lost in the snow and it's freezing, and they put on as someone called it, South Park costumes.
Thank you, Molo.
Thank you, Molo. But yeah,
a lot of people found this scene unnecessary, but I'm going to be completely honest.
Yeah.
I love this scene. Yes, by movie standards, it's long, it's not important.
But it's bonding time for Tails and Sonic.
Yeah, not only is it bonding time, it's fun. I enjoy watching it. The animation as well.
I love
the choreography. It's just pure unbridled fun, and Uptown Funk is a good song, and everyone who says otherwise can go bite me.
Okay, Boozy. Okay, miss. Okay. We're gonna pause the music real quick, just kind of let that settle in. This one has been watching a little too much Murder Drones.
Only 16 times.
Anyways, I liked the references with Tails' machines not really working because his translator. That was pretty funny.
Well, I don't know. You haven't played Colors, have you?
Yeah, I have.
Oh, you did.
You made the thumbnails.
That's right. Okay. Look, I make a lot of thumbnails. The translator not being perfect was something in Colors. So
yeah. I will say though, Tails is such a freaking stalker when he's like saying, like, oh hey, I was watching you ever since your power surge, and Sonic's like, oh, you were watching me even in the shower? So that's a trick question. Sonic takes bubble baths.
Sonic the Hedgehog takes bubble baths.
It's like, wow, you're good. Yeah,
Yeah, it's just like, Tails, you sure people thought you were weird because of the tails and not something else?
And not the fact that you kind of stalked Sonic. I'm going to move the spoiler thing just over just a little bit. But yeah, it was definitely, Tails was really, like, cute in, like, the part where, like, his face lights up when he sees Sonic, like, the power surge. Like, he was like, oh, so cool. I want to meet him. Let's see, I'm trying to think.
Tails was just cute this entire movie. I loved him.
Yeah, Tails was really great. He was so fluffy and adorable. So yeah, then we get to like the part where things go downhill. The translator not working. Oh, I just realized we completely forgot to mention earlier in like the scene. I will say, thank God it was only like once, but like the fart joke with like, when Tom like found out Sonic was out and it was like, oh, I had way too much chili dogs. Uh-oh, here it comes. And then just the fart jokes or whatever, just like, okay.
Yeah, I'm glad they got it out of the way real early on.
I mean, there was also the second one here where Sonic, the translator didn't work.
Well,
and it
he
was like,
just said, I farted. I will take that over hearing a nice, wet, cheeky fart.
I hate that you said it like that. Please never say that again. Never say that again. Never say that again, Gigi Crazy Draws. Or I will bite you. Oh my god. I need a minute after that. No. just no. For those of you who you couldn't see, but I just turned on my face cam and just gave Gigi a judgment. Like, just no. Now that is comedy. What did she say? Nothing. Anyway, so yeah, the whole dance scene.
Go back at the stream.
Yeah, the whole dance scene. Someone quote her on that. I better see like I better see some fan art of Sally saying that and Silver just going no. Anyways.
Yeah, I love the dance scene, and I saw some people saying how the heck are Sonic and Tails able to perfectly synchronize after Sonic gives them that pep talk. To that I say, before they were trying Russian dancing, and then afterwards they were doing dancing they knew how to do.
Yeah, it was very... Oh, I felt so bad for, like, Tails when they were all getting called freaks, and, like, it was kind of bringing up memories, because, Tails was being called a freak, probably. So, it would...
see him start hyperventilating, and I'm just like, oh my god, give this baby a hug.
Yeah, he was like, oh no. Yeah, the dance scene was really great. And we got the SA1 pose. That was amazing. That was definitely the point to include it. It was great. I did not see it coming there. I don't know if you saw it coming there, but
Nah.
yeah. And it was great how Tails cloned himself. That probably was a lot in the animation. I know that you're gonna say that they copied and pasted it. They did, but they also probably animated a few because there were some different.
Well, yeah, but for the most part, it's copy, paste, rotate the animation because they are literally holograms. They're supposed to do exactly the same thing Tails is doing.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not saying it's lazy that they did it that way. It's smart.
Oh no, it's not. It's smart.
Well, that's the entire point.
That's very smart. I can't tell you how many times when I'm editing a video and I have to do an effect, I copy the same. It's like the same effect. I copy it.
Yep, copy, paste, baby. It's your best friend.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, so then we get the second delivery of only Sonic the Hedgehog this. Also, Dakota didn't answer your question, so I guess we're never gonna know.
Dakota left.
But yeah, so we get only Sonic the Hedgehog. And it was great to see the kind of the bonding between Tails, and seeing Tails hug Sonic was just wholesome. It was very wholesome. Tails explaining his backstory, which they got really spot on. They did kind of the same backstory.
They took it straight from the games. There was no difference.
Yeah, there was no difference. They really just got it. And even like the fact in like the earlier scenes when Tails was like, "Oh no, I'm not coming with you. I'm just a messenger or whatever. I was just here to warn you." Oh, Dakota. So Gigi's saying that the times where Tails says only Sonic the Hedgehog this, he said it 4 times, but I only remember 3. I remember the beginning with the joke, like whenever he says like butt copter. I remember it in the scene after the dancing, like only Sonic the Hedgehog can win a dance battle, and then the final one that I remember was when he said only Sonic the Hedgehog would need saving, like right now. And Gigi said that there was a 4th time. I don't remember when the 4th one is.
I know there's 4 because I remember taking a drink 4 times. Because remember, I would take a shot every time he says it.
And Gigi doesn't actually drink alcohol. She just pretends that she does.
I can't yet.
Yeah.
I take a shot of Coke.
Yeah. But yeah, having Tails and Sonic hug, and then I remember predicting in the movie that at some point they were going to make use of either Sonic was going to use Tails as a pillow, or Tails was going to wrap Sonic around like his tails. And well, he did. Sonic tucked in Tails, and then Tails used his tails as a blanket.
And then Sonic was touched without his permission.
Yeah, by some other person. You stole that from Iguana, didn't you?
I stole that. Yeah, Iguana said it, but technically that is Crow's line.
Yeah. All right. Anything you want to comment on that scene, or you already give out your thoughts?
that is one of my favorite scenes of the movies because it's just fun. I like fun scenes like that. Yes, I'm a child. Shoot me.
All right. What's next?
Next up was them getting to the temple in the mountain.
That was really great, because then we got to hear the fact that the Chaos Emeralds are in the movie, and they did change Knuckles' backstory a little bit. They changed
how the Master Emerald was created as well.
Yeah, I do actually like that they kind of made it that the Master Emerald was created from the Chaos Emeralds. I actually think I like that. I like that.
I do quite like that. And also, that 2D animation we got is stellar! I'm curious as to whether or not Tyson Hess was the one who did that, because if you look at the painting style, it kind of resembles his a bit. It's obviously more and more stylized, but it does give me Tyson Hess vibes, and if anyone knows for sure if it was him, let me know.
Yeah. And it was interesting to kind of see that, oh, hey, the owls were the guardians of the emeralds, or of the emerald, stolen from the echidnas, but then it's been hidden away. So then you kind of have the whole part where Sonic uses the map, and and then kind of goes in and does it gets the compass. Oh, by the way, I want to mention this is something that I remember Gigi said, and I think I was thinking the same thing. The earlier scene where Wade was like, I knew a guy in high school named Knuckles. He could fit his entire fist in his mouth. If this is the same guy, we are screwed. And I was thinking, if Knuckles, the echidna, could fit his entire fist in his mouth, that's concerning.
Yeah, my friend just made the joke that his jaw just unhinges like a snake. Now I kind of want to draw that as a. Can I just say the word?
Go ahead.
I just want to draw that as a shitpost.
Yeah. But yeah, and then we got Eggman coming in and just kind of ruining their day, and Knuckles.
Knuckles once again. This was another great scene. I very
Great
much enjoyed the snowboarding.
Yeah, snowboarding, obviously a reference to Sonic Adventure 1. And a line that gets you, I remember, is when, Sonic is, going through all, like, the robots. Tails and him split up. Tails goes low.
Oh, great, the Winter Soldier.
Yeah, oh, great, the Winter Soldier.
That line gets me... I've seen the movie a couple times. It gets me every time.
Yeah. I need to reference that whenever I voice movie Sonic at some point. I'd have to slide it in at some point. Yes. But yeah. I love the part where what was it? I think Knuckles was like saying like, I've been training for however long. And then,
I've been training my whole life for this, Hedgehog. You are no match for me.
And
you are no match for me. I've been training my whole life for this.
And then what is the thing that Sonic says? He says like, and I've only been...
and I have no training at all, and yet I'm ahead of you. How sad is that?
And yet here we are. Yeah. For a guy named Knuckles, you are really bad at punching. Then he gets punched into a tree.
Yep.
And then... kind of,
Sonic almost falls off the mountain, and Sonic and Knuckles have their first bonding moment, and
we get to see Baby Knuckles!
Yes, Baby Knuckles is adorable. Like, don't get me wrong, Baby Sonic is cute and all, but he has always looked a little bit weird to me, but they got Baby Knuckles perfect! I love him!
Yeah, and there's a specific thing that we're going to potentially talk about later. We're not going to talk about it now, but how dare Knuckles have a father? That's all I'm going to say. We'll get into that later. We'll probably have time, but yeah. But then Knuckles kind of gets like stunned by Tails, and Knuckles thinks, oh, it's a trick. But then poor Tails gets knocked out of the sky, and Sonic goes after Tails because he's a good friend. And they got the compass, and then an avalanche happened.
Hooray!
And then poor Tom has his phone on during the wedding. Good thing he did. And yeah, Sonic is just like, hey, emergency, please help. And this is where we found out. Great job, Tom. You messed up the ring. Or you mixed up the rings. And I just want to mention, the amount of times that Tom punches someone is just kind of hilarious. Like, he first punched Eggman in the first movie, then he punches Randall.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty good. He could have literally just said, hey, that's the wrong ring. Look, here's the right one. But nope.
Yeah, that annoyed me a bit, but it is forgiven due to the fact that punch.
Just the punch. And then Snow, my god. And Sonic and Tails come into Hawaii. Poor Tails is dead and passed out. And did you say that was a reference to the fact that everyone was saying that Tails is going to die next Sonic game or something?
I feel like that it's probably not a reference to that at all, and just likely a plot point they were going to do anyways, but it made me think of that, how that's been a meme within the Sonic community and like Sonic Twitter for a while.
Yeah. And then we have, would you like to say it, Gigi? Guess not. Are you not gonna say it?
I'm confused. What? The gun?
Yeah, gun shows up.
Oh, gun.
We have the first instance of GUN, which was it stand for? The full thing.
Guardian. Oh Christ! I know this. Why am I drawing a blank?
Google it.
No, I'm genuinely no. I know this. It's Guardian Units of something. It's like
The Guardian Units of
Guardian
Nations.
Units of Nations.
There you go. Yeah. Have the first instance of gun. And we find out that Randall has been catfishing Rachel. And they had a lot of adult jokes in this movie.
They did, and I loved it.
Yeah. Was the florist an agent?
The
Well,
forest is
yeah,
not
no,
an adult joke. The adult joke
yeah,
is
okay,
the
I'm
woman
getting
who
to that.
acts fine.
I'm getting to that. You didn't let me finish. So it's like,
Suffer.
was the florist an agent? Was the person that waxed my at the spa an agent? Or did she say spot? Did she say spa or spot?
No, she said spa. Spa.
Yeah. Are you an agent? And just opens the Bible.
The Bible one cracked me up.
Yeah,
That
was
was
pretty
great.
good. That was pretty good. So yeah, that was it's pretty good. And then Tom coming to the rescue, trying to save Sonic and Tails. And well, that doesn't work out. And then we have girl power with Maddie and Rachel. Going through.
Originally,
Yeah, go ahead. Explain this.
originally this scene, it felt a little long and drawn out to me, and like it could have been cut. But after I learned why they put it in the movie, I have nothing but respect for this scene, because the reason why it was in the movie is Rachel and Maddie's actors asked Jeff Fowler if they could have a more prominent role in the movie, because I'm guessing before that they didn't really do much of anything aside from possibly Maddie saving Sonic later. And he gave them what they wanted, which I have nothing but respect for, because a lot of directors just don't care or listen to their actors.
Yeah. They listen to the actors and fans. Jeff Fowler.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Jeff
I thought
Fowler, you are a god.
But yeah, it was really funny when they were going through Tails and stuff, and they were like, "Is this supposed to be a reference, or is this supposed to be a weapon?" Pew pew, take that, Randall. I have to have a war with my husband, and that word is murder.
Yeah, no, I do enjoy the scene now a bit more than I used to, and I very much respect its existence.
Yeah, I will say that the wedding scene was kind of like a bit long, but I guess it was necessary.
It's like on a first watch it feels a lot longer, but then like on a second watch it definitely doesn't feel as long.
Yeah, exactly. It was definitely great to see Rachel just use one of Tails' gadgets, and she was just like, "I did not mean to do that." And then
Looks like it's real.
yeah. Oh, and not that one. The part where she saves Maddie at first.
No, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and
Remember the other time.
then Rachel comes in and is like, "Oh, Randall, wifey's home."
Yeah, no, I loved her in that scene. It was just great.
Yeah, I remember seeing that in the trailer, like the part where it's like there's an explosion in the background. And I was like, "What is that for?" Now I know. And then and you find out that Randall actually loves Rachel, so that's good. Then you got Sonic and Tails and Tom getting saved by Maddie. Girl power.
Yay.
Yeah. So then we get to the part where Knuckles and Eggman are on the island, and they find where the Master Emerald is, and we were all wrong. I thought it was the Angel Island that was like in the trailer when we saw the waterfalls and the Emerald Shrine. I thought it was Angel Island. Nope.
Nope, it was Labyrinth Zone.
Exactly. Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah, Labyrinth Zone.
Yeah. So, I was wrong. You were wrong. Everyone was wrong. Well, I guess anyone that predicted it. I actually really loved the reveal with, like, the Master Emerald in, like, the distance. You just see it and how, like, the water kind of, like, goes out. I thought that was cool. I don't know if you have any comments about it.
Oh, well, yeah, no, I just like the entire design of how they did Labyrinth Zone, as well as the very Mayan-inspired temple. I loved it. It looked really nice.
Yeah. And then you have, like, the scene with, what was it, Sonic, Tom, and Maddie, and Tails passed out still.
Yeah.
And poor Sonic, he's, like, saying, like, you were right. My moment came and I blew it.
I'm no hero.
I'm
She's
no
like, no.
I'm no hero. And he's like, and Tom was like, Sonic, that's not what I meant or whatever. But then Sonic's like, you see that fox there? I was his hero, and I practically got him killed. He's like, poor Sonic.
Like, no, baby, stop it.
No, baby, Sonic. Sonic might not be that young, but he's still baby.
He's like 15. He's still a child.
Yeah, I know. He's baby. But yeah, and then poor Tails, like,
Why didn't they just all climb above the labyrinth? Plot.
But yeah, I definitely, and then poor Tails was like trying to go after Sonic and couldn't fly. He was no. What happened after that? There was something before, like was it just what was it?
No, it cuts to Sonic running on the water.
No, that's not what happens next.
Is there something else?
Yeah, there was something before that, because there's like a bit of stuff that happens before he says, water, why'd it have to be water? I think it was just, wasn't it just Eggman and Knuckles going through the temple?
No, because right after that it cuts to Sonic going down the water slide.
I think there were 2 parts. I'm trying to remember.
No, there weren't 2 parts. It was a camera pan. Also, hold on, I gotta check something real quick.
Get a fact check or something. Why am I calling Sonic baby? Because he is baby. It wasn't him running yet. There was something before that happened. There was something before he started running on the water.
Oh, what was Tom and Maddie telling the gun commander? Oh, now you believe us?
I thought for sure there was something before that. I don't know. I thought there was just a scene before Sonic started running on the water, but whatever. Yeah. So we got Sonic running on the water. Poor Sonic had to run on water. Didn't do it as good as Jesus could have done it, but it's. But yeah. Poor Sonic had to run on the water. There was something that you mentioned that you liked when he said, "Gotta go fast." Oh,
oh, wait, the scene before the water. It was when Wade and Dr. Stone.
Oh, yeah, I told you. There we go. Okay, so the scene before that was Wade and Dr. Stone. That was Agent Stone. That was amazing. That was funny.
Yes.
Obviously
I love their interactions, and I need to see more.
And we got the reference to classic Eggman, with the costume.
No, even better than that, we got to see Eggman in a maid outfit.
Oh my god. Exactly.
I'm not wrong. All you people in the comment section know I'm not wrong. Or, sorry, the chat.
And the
Y'all know
comments.
I'm right.
Yeah. But yeah, then we saw Sonic walk on water.
Yes, which that scene reminds me a lot. For those of you who have seen Frozen 2. I'm not wrong.
You're not wrong.
It reminds me a lot of it.
Sonic
Don't get me wrong, I still love the scene because it's so well animated and the music is great. And I love the fact that you actually see him struggling.
Yeah, I was about to say, I really love that Sonic was actually struggling. Because, he's running on water. He's never really done that before. Oh my gosh, we completely forgot to mention that scene. Oh my gosh, this is what happens when we don't have everything written out. So the scene before the dance, I loved Knuckles' just reading the text messages and then going dot, 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 dot. It was just pure joy, and Agent Stone was just like, why are we working with him? Yeah, we completely forgot to talk about that part. Oh my gosh. Are you there, Gigi? Oh, you're muted. She is muted for a second. I'm going to wait to continue talking about this until she gets back. Well, okay, I'll go and say my thoughts, and then she can say her thoughts. That was really funny, when this is what happens when it's unscripted, guys. We're gonna kind of forget some things. But it was funny when Eggman was like, "Oh, he's lying," and then you see the tiny Sonic. And he's trying to, grab him. And then Knuckles just smashes him. And is like, tiny blue hedgehog destroyed. Or whatever he says. That was really great. And the fact that later he was just like, what are we going to do about, Agent Stone? He's like, oh, I say we ditch him. Dishonor. This is how I roll. But yeah, that was great. Gigi, hopefully she comes back soon, because I'm sure I think she loved that scene too. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wait until she comes back to continue. Can we get a dot in the chat? Yes, in support of Knuckles, put dot dot dot. Yes, everyone just put 3 dots, like this. Just everyone put that. But yeah, if you guys want have anything you want to contribute to like some of your favorite moments, go for it. I will just be waiting until the good old Gigi Crazy Jaws comes back. Oh, okay, well she's right there. JJ.
Okay, I'm back now.
There we go. All right, yeah. So we completely forgot to talk about ...
Okay. Yeah, why did we skip that entire scene? That scene had a lot of great jokes. Not only the ... but also Tiny Magic Hedgehog is destroyed.
Tiny Magic Hedgehog destroyed. It's because we were just talking about the dance thing, and we just we didn't
we skimmed over it.
Yeah, we skimmed over it. Anything else that we liked about it?
Just Knuckles being Knuckles, and I love him.
Yeah, we love Knuckles. We stand for Knuckles. We need a role there. We need a role now called #1 Knuckles Stan. Let's get signed to make it.
Yes.
But yeah, so getting back on track. Sorry for this is what happens when it's unscripted, guys. We kind of miss some things.
Yes.
So then we have
it's funny because I had that scene in my head. I'm like, all right, I know when it's gonna happen and we're gonna talk about it, and I still forgot.
Is there anything else you want to mention besides the fact that Knuckles was just kind of hilarious in that part?
Knuckles is the best.
Knuckles is the best. All right. So then we have Eggman and Knuckles going through all the booby traps, which gave me a lot of Indiana Jones vibes. I think that was the point. Red vs. Blue, thank you for being a member for 6 months. I appreciate it. Appreciate your commitment. I hope you enjoy the emotes. I need to have another little live recording session at some point soon. But yeah, so we have Knuckles and Eggman, and I love the part where Eggman almost got his mustache chopped off. That was funny. And then Sonic is just kind of speeding through, and the little jump, just the little jump.
Yeah, when the spikes wall comes at him, I love that little animation.
That little jump, just a little.
And then we get the third and final and best
fight scene
between Sonic and Knuckles. It's just
and we also get to see
a fight scene where both of them are like on equal ground and equally trying.
Yeah, and we have the homing attack and the potentially the ball. What is it? The
bounce bracelet.
The bounce bracelet.
Like I said, it probably is supposed to be the bounce bracelet. I just personally saw it as a homing attack because I never use the bounce bracelet when I play Sonic games.
Exactly. That was just great. Like that was just the best fight in the entire movie. Yeah, it was great. You saw both of them. I really love the part where Knuckles is like, "Why don't you stand still and die with honor?" It was pretty great. And then Sonic takes a blow, and then you see Eggman stealing the Master Emerald, and poor Knuckles. So early in the movie, if you guys remember, Eggman said, "Welcome, this is my new BFFF or BFFAF or whatever." Oh, no, I'm sorry, BFFAE. Right? Best friend forever and ever.
Yes.
Yeah, BFFAE, forever and ever. And you hear Knuckles sound ultimately betrayed, and he even stutters where he's just like, "You were my friend." It's like, no.
Because when you think about it, that's the first friend he's had in what would be 11 years. And the reason I say this with confidence is because when we see Baby Sonic, it is a 10-year time skip from there to the start of the movie, and it's been roughly 1 year since the last movie. So it's been almost 11 years since Longclaw died and Knuckles lost his tribe.
Yeah. Also,
actually, let's quickly talk about that, because there's a lot of people that seem confused on what happened between the tribe and Longclaw.
Yeah, go for it.
My best guess would be what happened was Longclaw was able to kill the entire tribe, but she ended up succumbing to her wounds. Because there were a lot of echidnas, she would not have got out of that unscathed.
Yeah, exactly. Someone said in the chat that I have a good Knuckles impression. I'd say it's subpar at best. I don't know. I don't know what your opinion is, Gigi, but I don't know.
I mean, you did voice Knuckles on a couple projects back in the day.
Well, I think they're talking about specifically Idris Elba. Anyways.
You get the tone, but you don't got the accent.
Yeah, because he's British, right? ... You're looking it up now.
I need to know.
Oh, so yeah, you weren't kidding. We've already gone on for an hour, and we're still, like, only, like...
Yeah, he's British.
Yeah, he's British. Yeah. All right, but yeah, so Eggman gets the Master Emerald, and the entire thing collapses. And something that Gigi noticed later on, they use the drowning theme very, very slightly whenever Knuckles starts drowning.
You can really hear it when Sonic is trying to save Knuckles, specifically like when he's trying to push up on the beam that fell on him. That's when you can really hear it.
Yeah. I really love that Sonic, like, you know, was like, you know, obviously, it was obviously a given he was going to save Knuckles. But like, you know, he has a fear of water, he can't swim, and yet he dove in to save Knuckles.
Yeah, he didn't dive in. He grabbed a rock to help him sink quicker.
Okay, but he went to save Knuckles. That's what I mean.
Yeah. Also the bubble.
Yeah, the bubble where it just slurps. He's just like that. I assume that's a reference to most Sonic games where he grabs the bubble and gets more air.
Yeah, literally every single Sonic game.
Yep.
Where there's water.
Well, yeah, where there's water. And then Knuckles gets out and, you know, swims to safety. Poor Sonic is still underwater and he can't swim.
Which, I can't blame Knuckles for doing that. A, he has already lost all the air in his lungs, and B, he didn't know Sonic couldn't swim.
Yeah,
but of course, he later realizes it and goes back down.
Goes back down, save it. And we have probably, like you said, my favorite scene between Knuckles and Sonic.
It's my favorite scene in the movie. The lighting is gorgeous. I love how it's framed, the way they talk to each other. Like, it's still funny, but at the same time,
do not talk
it's
to me.
heartwarming.
I am not in the mood. Then gets hit with the head. How dare you? And what did he say? He's
How
like,
dare you attack me in my moments of sorrow?
My moment of sorrow. And then, you know, and then it's just like, what kind of tactic are you doing? He's like, it wasn't a tactic. I couldn't just let you die. Just the interaction was great. And then Sonic quoting Tom.
And it's like the animation in that scene is absolutely gorgeous as well. Just there's not a whole lot going on animation-wise, but it's the facial expressions.
Oh yeah.
It is my favorite scene in the movie. I love it because I personally, while I very much love the fight scenes and all that, my favorite part in movies is character interactions.
Oh yeah, sure.
That is what will make me love characters and their bonds together.
Imagine me voicing movie Knuckles. I mean, I would, but the problem is that I already voiced movie Sonic. So if I voiced Knuckles and I were to do a video with like movie Sonic and movie Knuckles, which I've already done. I had Draco voice it at some point. Yeah, I'd need a body double. What, do you want to be movie Knuckles, Gigi? I'll take that as a yes. I'll keep that in mind.
Look, we're getting full body eventually.
That is true. Real quickly, this is not about the movie, but big just thank you, standing ovation, whatever, to Gigi here, because she got me the full body. Okay, correction. I paid for it, but she actually ordered it for me. Essentially, for those of you who don't know, because I don't share my personal life, I'm in a play, and I was at rehearsal. And I knew that during the time it went live, I wasn't going to be able to order it. So I sent Gigi money, and I was like, here's my information. We're close enough to where I can give her my address, and she's not going to do anything with it. And and she got it for me.
Yeah.
So
good thing too, because it sold out in minutes. Like 2
So-
minutes after I ordered his, it was gone.
Yeah, so Gigi, thank you. I'll say this on stream. Thank you so much. Love you. Platonically, obviously. For those of you who... For all the people that think Gigi and I are
all
things.
you dirty shippers.
Yeah, for all you dirty shippers that ship the actual people and not just the characters, stop. Gigi plays my girlfriend as Blaze and Blaze only. She will never be my actual girlfriend in real life. Sorry, Gigi. But yeah. Anyways, back to the movie. That's good, but Knuckles. So, yeah, I love the bonding between Knuckles and Sonic, and then we have Tails, and you're saying his dumb thing again. Okay, not dumb, but you know. Only Sonic the Hedgehog would need saving, and then Knuckles breaks Sonic's hand as a and you see that he trusts him. He's like, "Oh, come on with that handshake." And then we have the great scene between Wade, Stone, and then eventually Eggman. Would you like
one more time?
There you go.
What would you like on your bagel? I'm not telling you anything.
And that's a display bagel. I mean, I've tried everything. I've tried good cop, bad cop, cop that offers you a bagel. Oh, that is a display bagel. And then
also, can we talk about Master Emerald powered up Eggman? I'm not gonna call it Super Eggman because he isn't powered up by the Chaos Emeralds. It's the Master Emerald, but you know, he looks so. I'm saying it, and you can sue me for this. He looks so badass.
yeah, no, I don't care. I don't care about story as long as you don't like be like fa 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 fa. I didn't finish the sentence, but yeah. Also, I want to mention that Eggman was the first one to use Chaos Control.
Yep, in the movie series, Eggman's the first one to do it. Like, even Supersonic doesn't Chaos Control.
Yeah. Oh my, wait, Supersonic's in the movie? Oh, spoilers! Anyways. Yeah, so then we have the whole scene where, like, Gun is there. We've cut off everything, Eggman. Actually, wait, no. That doesn't happen yet.
Yeah, it does.
Well, yeah, okay, we have everything. Oh, yeah, that's right. So, SA2 reference, because one of the copters says SA2 on it.
The SA2 chopper.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got Eggman. He's just doing his thing. He's screwing with his auto-tune, and I love it. If any of you know what Withered Bonnie canonically sounds like, it reminds me of that.
Yeah.
He sounds like Withered Bonnie.
Oh yeah. There was a Tikol reference when Eggman grabbed the emerald. What does it say? He said chaos is power.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tikol reference. But yeah. So we have Eggman flying. He's like, "It's over, Robotnik. We've cut off your funding and everything." And well, he's like, "Welcome to the new norm," and starts destroying everything to build what we see as the what was it again? The
Death Egg Robot.
Death Egg Robot. Yeah.
I'm gonna talk about the animation for this scene because oh my god!
Oh my gosh! It was amazing.
The actual technicalities behind CGIing tanks, cars, an entire train getting disassembled bolt by bolt is immense, and I don't even want to think about how long that took to render.
Oh, by the way, for those of you who don't know, the tanks and what was it? The tanks and like what else did they and the helicopters that they used? The tanks, Amber, and helicopter they used, that was all real. They actually used real tanks. Obviously, there wasn't any shooting or anything, but they probably had someone there on military who was able to like get those for the movie.
You know, my best guess, and I'm not sure if this is how you actually do it, but this is what makes the most sense to me. Likely what happened is they ordered them and they had actual military personnel operating them at all times.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so it was just such a great scene, and like seeing just that death tornado and stuff. It was just amazing. And then Knuckles, Sonic, and Tails all come through in the tornado through the ring, and we see the Death Egg Robot. Oh, I also love the part where Agent Stone was like, "Doctor, take me with you," and then he takes him with you.
Agent Stone is the best. I love him, and he needs more screen time in the next movie, which I think he will be getting, based on that mid-credit scene.
Yeah, well, end credit scene, but
well, no, mid. That's the mid-credit scene.
We've been calling it end credits, but whatever.
Well, I'm gonna use correct terminology from now on, so suffer.
Okay, but yeah, so we see a Death Egg Robot, and that was just great. I actually did not know that tornado of death was going to be making the Death Egg Robot. Like in the trailer, I didn't know that was actually going to be the Death Egg Robot.
I don't remember. I only saw the first trailer, and before we got confirmation that it was the Death Egg Robot, that I actually predicted it. Because in the first trailer, you see a thing shoot missiles, and I was looking back on it, and I realized, wait a minute. Master Emerald. Sonic 3. Oh my god, it's the Death Egg Robot.
Yep.
And I was right.
Yep. But yeah, so then we have, Eggman getting, like, powering up and starting to destroy everything. And this is where, Sonic, Knuckles... Oh, we have...
And Knuckles...
Knuckles dies.
Jumps off the plane.
Yeah. Knuckles, with your strength, jump off the helicopter. Okay, this is what we're going to do. Step 1, light taunting. Step 2, I have no idea. And then missiles get shot, and, the Tails does his great maneuvering with the plane. And he had goggles this time. What was the goggles supposed to be a reference to? Boom, you said?
No, Dakota actually let us know that in Tails' original design, he was going to have goggles.
Oh, there you go.
All the way back in Sonic 2.
Yep. And it was great seeing Sonic get knocked. Well, he actually didn't get knocked off. He just got shot by the missiles, and then he maneuvered it back to Eggman. And then we have Knuckles, freaking, going like, I forget what exactly he said, but I remember Eggman said a line that you liked.
Die, Mosquito!
Die, Mosquito!
I love how he says it.
Yeah. Ooh, I felt that. Tails gets the plane crashed again. You can't have Tails not crashing a plane.
Yeah, and that's where they show the Sega Genesis manual.
Oh, they did? I
When,
completely forgot about that.
Yeah, Agent Stone, Eggman is like, what the heck was that? And then Agent Stone says, that's the stash masher. Right here in the manual, and he holds up a Sega Genesis manual.
That's right. I completely forgot about that. And then we have, a great, I guess money
Sonic
shot.
goes for the kneecaps.
Yeah, Sonic goes for the kneecap. But I was more referring to the, I guess the money shot of like seeing Tails, Knuckles, and Sonic, all standing on the rubble. That was a great shot. And we also,
Knuckles with his head on the spike.
Yeah, head on the spike. That was where everyone saw that. Yeah. And then we have a great interaction, with all of them being like, I don't actually have a plan. We have to find his weak spot. I suggest the groin. What? No. Strategically, yes. The groin is the weak spot. Stop saying groin. And then Sonic makes it worse. Wait, that's it. I'm the weak spot. I'm the groin. And then, yeah, this is where they kind of form an attack, and Sonic distracts them. And Knuckles and Tails, team up. And then,
you're really heavy.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, here. So yeah, what happens? Sonic distracts them. Tails grabs Knuckles. What does he say? Freaking Gigi.
That's because I am 1,000,000% muscle. Faster, Fox.
That's because I'm 1,000,000% muscle. That was a great line. There's another great line later on that we will mention. But yeah, that was great. And then I think there's like a little bit of like interaction with there's like a little scene with like Tom, Maddie getting a truck, and they say, "Let's go get our kid." And we knew that
when they said that in the theater, I slapped my hand over my heart, and I was just like, oh.
Yeah, I would imagine.
I did that a lot during this movie.
You did?
Yes, I had very physical reactions with the wholesome moments.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I remember, freaking. Obviously, I'll get into this later. The theater that I was in, it was not lively at all.
Me neither, and I was very sad because when I saw the first movie, I had a very lively theater and I loved it. And I was hoping for a very similar theater experience, but nope.
You kept telling me during the post-credits scene it was going to be 10 times louder. Not for me.
I was the loudest one at the theater.
Oh, so was I. Oh, we both represented being the loudest ones in our theater.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyways, so we have a great fight scene between Sonic and Eggman, Sonic distracting. I love how Eggman got tired. I thought that was funny.
Yeah.
And then Tails, breaks into the to the Death Egg robot with all of his holograms. I'm not I didn't outsmart you. I'm just a distraction. Robotnik, I am also a hologram.
Disloyal.
This is how I roll. The irony.
I loved the callback. I loved it. It was great.
There was also a callback with kind of with Eggman saying I'm what was the thing that Knuckles said earlier, earlier in the film. When he was describing Sonic, he was you're unworthy, untrained, something like that. Eggman said that as well, I think.
No, he didn't. It was just a diss thing.
Oh, okay. Trying to think, not much else happened besides the fact that Sonic got very weak after when Eggman used the nostril gun or whatever, which I'm pretty sure was improv by Jim Carrey.
Snot laser or whatever the heck he called it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was improv by Jim Carrey. Yeah, you saw Sonic weak, and the Master Emerald somehow got shot. Yeah, what was it?
Tom and Maddie save him. I love. Okay, it's such a small detail for me, but the acting here was so good when Maddie yelled, "There he is," because I could just hear the urgency in her voice.
Oh yeah, it was great. Yeah, and they save him, and then I just want to mention, how did Sonic, well, I guess Maddie or Tom, not break a single bone when Eggman kind of punched them and their car flipped over?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, we knew that this was coming, but, like, the Emerald breaks apart. They're all, like, kind of trapped in a corner because Eggman traps them. And Tom just said, families stick together no matter what. It's just like, oh, I love you guys. It's like, I love you guys. We love you too, Sonic. And like the anticipation, I will admit, was killing me for the obvious moment of Super Sonic coming. But
it was like, just show us what he looks like.
Just show us what he looks like. We saw the Emerald. Oh yeah, a little nitpick I have is the fact that the Chaos Emeralds were really freaking tiny, and in the the drawing, the Emeralds were a lot bigger. But
yeah, my only guess for that is due to the fact that they were inside the Master Emerald, they were smaller, and they'll probably be bigger in the next movie.
Yeah. But yeah, we see the Emeralds go on, and then, go into Sonic. They get crushed, and then we have the reveal of Super Sonic. Which
and he looks so
good. He looked so good. I remember I was
very badass.
I might have yelled yes
with all my heart.
I might have yelled yes in the theater. But yeah, I remember it was just so great. Didn't you say your friend Peyton was getting excited?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. She has a friend. Well, we have a friend. I'm friends with him as well. He's like, I haven't seen him get excited for much stuff, but apparently he got very excited during the movie, like during Super Sonic. Yeah, and oh my gosh, it was just amazing. And then I love how
I will say I love the fact that they kept the tone of Super Sonic very serious during the actual fight.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't really talk at all. He said one line, and
he just said, "It's over, Eggman." And then we got a few more references. We got Sonic stopping the fist with like one hand. Apparently that's a reference to Sonic X.
I don't remember because I didn't finish Sonic X.
Yeah. But then a reference that I honestly did not really realize until after was the fact that they referenced Sonic 06 when Sonic taps
the toe tap.
The toe tap. Only Sonic 06. They've only done that in 06. I was thinking, have they done that in another game? Nope, they've only done it in 06, which gives me hope that Jeff Fowler has paid attention to 06 and could get silver in a movie at one point. I have hope. But yeah, so I also love Eggman's just like, wow, really? Or like whatever he said.
Okay.
We're not friends. We're not friends. Later, hater. Yeah, later, hater. But yeah, Super Sonic looks so great. Like the amount of like how fast he was and like just destroying the robot. Oh my gosh, it was amazing. Yeah. In Sonic X, he stops Chaos with one hand. Okay, I don't remember it. Sorry. Now, a reference that I didn't honestly realize they were going to do, and it kind of like took me a minute to be like, wait, was this a reference? So Maddie and Tom, are getting ready to like go like be like Sonic, and then Knuckles is like, wait, you can't touch him. He holds the power of the Master Emerald. He is no longer the Sonic you know. I'm sorry. And then you see Sonic like with all this power in a very kind of serious face. That was definitely a reference to Fleetway.
Yeah, it was a Fleetway reference, and I was like, oh my god, because at first I was like, oh, they're actually gonna go this route. I never would have expected that in a million years. But then it turns out to be a joke. But I'm like that they did make the reference.
They did kind of hint.
It was nice to see.
Because the whole lore of Fleetway is that it's Super Sonic, and it's because he's too powerful, and he can't control the power or something.
The idea is if he stays in Super Sonic too long, he loses control.
And then, that he's like, oh, you gotta try this. Okay. He's exactly the Sonic that you know. And then he gives up all the emeralds. And then they finally hug.
going to lead to an emerald chase in the next movie. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, because I do realize that the Chaos Emeralds are no longer with the Master Emerald. The Master Emerald is by itself now.
Yep.
Which is interesting, because I wonder if it's like they can still get power with the Master Emerald. Aww. Gigi just sent me something. But yeah, you know, they gave him a hug and stuff. And then Knuckles fixes the Master Emerald, because that's kind of what he does. And they all vow to protect it. It's something I thought was going to happen and it didn't. Whenever Knuckles got to join in the power bump, I thought they were going to like fall down or something, or some sort of shockwave. But
yeah, like if for those of you who have seen Team Sonic Racing Overdrive, you know the scene where Tails fixes Knuckles' tire and he gives him a fist bump, and it just like.
I need to see that. I haven't seen that. Show me that after the stream.
I swear to God, I have shown you this before.
You'll have to show me again. I just don't remember. By the way, guys, I hope you've been enjoying our discussion. Make sure to subscribe to the channels and make sure to follow Gigi on Twitter. I put a link to her Twitter in the description down below. We're having fun. You having fun? We're almost done. I did not mean to rhyme there. Yeah, then we have really great scenes. Sonic gets his baseball game.
Yeah, he finally gets a baseball game with friends.
I do not understand. Why am I angry at the enemy ball? You're not angry, you're just having fun. And then...
You're not angry, you just want to hit it as hard as you can and run along the bases.
But if my journey ends, like, where I'm standing...
If my quest ends where I am standing, then why run at all?
It's just a game, it's having fun. And then, you know... Tails, you know, then they use Tails' full name, Miles Tails Prower. They use the full thing. But yeah, so that was really great. And then Tails throws the ball, power bump. Anything you want to? I don't want to take the whole floor. You want to talk about the scene?
Oh yeah, no, just that scene is just peak Knuckles. I love it. Yeah. And then they actually did a Sonic Boom reference. For those of you who noticed the roll that Knuckles does when he jumps after hitting first base, that is a move you can do in Rise of Lyric, and I love that. At first I didn't realize it was Rise of Lyric, but when I saw the animation I was just like, I've seen this before. This looks very familiar. But it took me a while to figure out what game it was actually from.
Yeah, it was really great. And it's like, I think that was our only ball. Oh! And it's like...
Ice cream!
Yeah, ice cream. And like, I am having the fun! What is ice cream?
Okay, this was something I said before the movies, like, a couple weeks before the movie came out, and I had said that if they do not reference the fact that Knuckles likes grapes, I will be very sad. And they got it in right at the end! And
I actually did not know that Knuckles liked grapes. That was just kind of like a thing. It's normal Knuckles or is it Boom Knuckles?
Just Knuckles.
Yeah, I didn't know about that. Just like, does it have grapes? Not usually. Also, this is something that Gigi said. Want to fully just say, this is something that Gigi said. She loved, well, how about you explain it? The thing with Maddie.
Oh, so if y'all have like been looking at social media at all for the past, couple years since the first movie came out, everyone has been drawing Maddie and Tails as if Tails would be the one that she liked the most. But at the end, Maddie just straight up says, I really like especially the red one. He cracks me up. I was like, oh, screw you, fans.
Yeah. And then we have the best part. Well, one of the best parts. We have...
Oh, my victory chariot!
Yeah, that part, sorry. Yeah. Ah, my victory chariot! But we have the part where, Tom's like, look at you. You've got friends to grow up with. I've got more than that. Dad. It's like, ah! My heart melted a little.
Yes. I loved it. Like, yeah, if for those of you who follow me on Twitter, I like the ships. I am a huge fan of shipping, but the familiar relationships, man, they get me.
Yeah. Just, it was so great. Which means, guys, if I find someone who can play Tom on my channel, you'll expect a lot of father-son bonding videos or whatever.
You kind of need a 3D replica of James Marsden, though.
I'm pretty sure Dakota mentioned that there is a model.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
If not, we can just, message him on
And
Twitter.
then Knuckles.
Like, hey!
And then...
Not to sound creepy, but we need a 3D replica of you.
James Martin. Hey, James Marston. So love your work. Can we have a 3D replica of you? But yeah, anyways, so then like a little bit of the stuff after, we have like, you know, Knuckles referencing that he or just like saying he wants sprinkles. Sprinkles! And then they forget the Master Emerald. Well, almost did. Sonic saved it.
Yeah.
But then, that is the end of the movie. But then,
but wait, it's not.
We knew.
Now,
wait, hold on, before you get to that point, hold on, I'm getting that. Okay, so, obviously, like, we knew that there was going to be a post-credits scene. And I remember, I predicted it was going to be a certain someone. Obviously, we know that Eggman's not dead because we see Stone and stuff. And then as soon as, like they said, we found a file that dates back over 50 years. That's all I needed to hear. And Gigi is going to take over because she, well, I will give it to her. She got it right on. Go for it.
Okay, so I started screaming when the lady said we found something relating to Robotnik when we were deleting his files, because I immediately knew who it was going to be.
There was only one thing.
No one else it could have been. Yeah, so I started screaming when she said that. And so it then cuts to a capsule shooting up out of the ground as they are talking about Project Shadow, and you see him, and then it zooms in on his eyes, and he opens them, and that's when it ends. I predicted this scene, shot for shot, when the first movie came out. So now, all right, for those of you who don't know,
I can vouch for her. She did mention
I became a fan of Sonic when the first movie happened. And so when I get hyperfixated on something, I spend a lot of time learning everything I can about said material. So it did not take me long to know pretty much everything there was to know. It took maybe about a month. And that's 30 years worth of content that I absorbed in a month. That's saying something.
Yep.
That is how obsessed I get.
But yeah,
and
no,
so
I will.
After the first movie, Shadow very quickly became my favorite character, and then it got me thinking.
Oh, really?
For a second movie, and I predicted that the mid-credit scene for the second movie would be they'd be talking about Project Shadow as you saw a capsule, and it would end with Shadow opening his eyes. Shot for shot. I predicted this. Sophie, you shut up.
But yeah, no, I can second that she did say this, because I remember she was like, we were talking one day and we were both saying like, oh, do you think Shadow's going to be in the third movie? And then she described that exact thing was going to happen. She said it's probably going to be a capsule rising out of the ground and we're going to see Shadow opening his eyes. She did say that.
I have never predicted something so spot on, and when it happened, I was just sitting there screaming.
Yep, I yelled as well. I was like, let's go, Shadow! First off, Shadow looks amazing. We knew Shadow was going to appear. We saw the logo, and the color just spoke that was going to be Shadow. Now, there were a few people that thought it was going to be Metal Sonic. And while I could understand, yeah, it might be Metal Sonic, there were some reasons that were absolutely dumb. No offense to the people who might have thought it. They said that, oh, it's going to be Metal Sonic because if you rotate the 3, it's got the red eyes of Metal Sonic. No. What? Like, no. Doesn't Metal Sonic not even have red eyes? Or he does, it's like darker red.
The whites of, like, the white of a normal character's eyes are black, and then the actual color is red, yeah.
Yeah, but Shadow is there. We thankfully avoided the spoilers. We almost got spoiled a few times, but we avoided it, and I remember Gigi...
I will say, Shadow, he does look absolutely amazing, but you can tell that as it stands, the character model is just a slightly edited Sonic.
Oh, yeah.
So, much like they redid Tails' model, I hope Shadow gets a complete overhaul in terms of they remake it from scratch. Like, obviously, it's gonna look very much similar, but I hope it's not just Sonic edited.
Yeah,
and
I
also,
think it's gonna
I feel
be
like
great.
his facial features as they stand are a bit too, like, soft, so I hope they also sharpen those up a bit.
Now, here's the thing that I remember Gigi mentioning. I thought the same thing. Gun was just recently created. So who killed Maria in the movie universe? And why is Project Shadow a thing?
Project Shadow is probably a thing for the exact same reason it was originally. A cure to like Joe Robotnik tried to find a cure for Maria.
Yep. But yeah.
But as for who terminated it, we don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. It could have been the same people at Gun, but they just didn't officially name it Gun until now. Who knows? But yeah, so I had my predictions that I think it was going to be Shadow. In fact, I think the third movie, I feel like the 3 logo is going to have Shadow's quills. It doesn't...
Which would be really cool.
It doesn't right now, but that's my prediction. I am really curious what they're going to do for Shadow's character, because you know that they changed Knuckles' character a little bit, but it was still pretty spot on. And obviously, as everyone knows, Shadow is a very, very... probably like the biggest character in the Sonic universe ever. One of them. If they mess up Shadow,
he is the most popular character. He's the most popular character fandom-wise, but technically Sonic is the most popular character general-wise, because he's the face of the franchise.
Yeah. If they mess up Shadow, it's going... which I don't think they will. I have faith in Jeff Fowler because Jeff Fowler is a Sonic fan. It's not like he's just making the Sonic movies.
They gave us the best... They gave us the best version of Knuckles we have ever gotten. I trust them with Shadow, but I still cannot help but be a little bit scared.
Now, here's the thing that Gigi
is a very easy character to screw up.
Here's the thing that Gigi is scared about, which unfortunately they might do. We might have our first Sonic death in the third movie. Shadow might die, because we all know that in SA2 he dies. He comes back, but we might have Shadow die for a bit and then come back at some point.
I don't think they will do that, because that's falling into heavy tropiness. And because they are not following the exact same timeline, I don't think they're going to kill him.
They could kill him but not bring him back. But I don't think they'll do that.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Yeah. Everyone I know wants to see Silver. I want to see Silver. Gigi made a good point that if they introduce Silver, they should give him his own movie. Because right now they already have 3 Mobians and a lot of human characters. And come the third movie, what will likely be 5 Mobians, because let's be honest, Shadow will not be the only one showing up. It's probably gonna be 6. Amy is an important part of Shadow's story, and so is Rouge. I feel like it could be both of those characters.
However, they could cut Amy. They could.
They could cut up the love interest. Something that I'm wondering is...
No. I mean, they could cut Amy for 3, solely because JoJo exists. They could use her in place of Amy.
Hey, I said this.
And it might actually make more...
I said this!
I know you did. But it also might make more sense in terms of using JoJo, solely because JoJo's a human. So there would be more to relate to than...
Yeah, something that I actually mentioned that I would like is, it would be interesting if they kind of had a little similar to where, like, kind of like, you know, where maybe JoJo gets kidnapped, kind of similar to X by Shadow, or saved by Shadow, who knows. And... I don't know, maybe JoJo somehow reminds Shadow of Maria if they were to redesign Maria and not, like, have blonde hair or whatever.
No, they'll probably keep Maria's design the same, but she'll just remind him of her in terms of she's a little girl with a good heart.
Yeah, that would be really great.
Because, I mean, Amy reminded Shadow of Maria, and Amy not even a human.
Exactly. But, yeah. So that has really been... our discussion for Sonic the Hedgehog. That was, a lot longer than I thought it would be. It was over an hour and a half. So we're going to stream just for a little bit longer. Well, not too much longer, but do you guys have any thoughts? Like, you know, what would you guys say is your favorite moment? I honestly loved the fight scenes with Knuckles, and I loved, like, the sort of, like, just the moment between Sonic and Knuckles.
The beach scene is the best scene.
Yeah, the beach scene. If I had to choose one, I can't really decide what my favorite scene is, but my favorite scene is either Supersonic, the final fight between Knuckles and Sonic, or the beach scene. One of those are my favorite scenes. What would you say you would just say that your favorite scene in the entire movie is the beach scene?
Yeah, it is the beach scene. The fight scenes come very close, but the beach scene is my favorite.
Yeah. One thing I'm wondering if after the third movie they're going to potentially, like, if they make more Sonic movies, are they going to steer away from humans?
I don't think so, because the humans are very much a staple in this. I think they are going to stay on Earth, which honestly I don't mind anymore, because, like, the fact that they were on Earth wasn't even something that, like, heavily crossed my mind while watching this movie, because they were moving around locations a lot.
Yeah. I'm honestly curious, like, what do you think comes next? We already know and knew that there was going to be a third Sonic movie. I mean, it was a thought. What do you think comes after this? Do you think
Well, we still got the Knuckles show to look forward to, and
Okay.
I'm very excited for that.
obviously that. Okay, but what do you think would be the next movie after 3? Do you think they'll make a 4th one? Do you think they'll start maybe having other Sonic characters having their own titles?
Jeff Fowler wants to do a cinematic universe very similar to Marvel. They've already made joke tweets about it, so likely, yes, characters will get their own movies.
That'd be amazing. And then maybe we'll start getting Avenger-like films where it's like Team SSS or like Team Sonic or like, Sonic characters assemble.
All I know is that I, for one, do not want these movies to stop anytime soon. I love them to bits, and Paramount, you are making bank off of them.
Yeah,
but
Paramount.
Don't phone it in.
Yeah, the worldwide, I think they made 141 million already.
It's #1 movie in the world right now.
Not in the world. That was a joke.
Yes, it is.
That was a joke.
No, it is.
That was a joke.
It beat Morbius.
I'm pretty sure that was a joke.
No, it's not a joke. It actually is. The
Okay,
joke you're thinking.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm saying as of right now, meaning movies in theaters, not all time.
Oh, so yeah, because I saw that like someone was like saying, "Oh, look at how much it made. It made 200 and something billion." I was like, "That's fake."
Yeah, no.
Is Sonic 2 #1 movie in the world? You know, Paramount, which is already launch key. Oh, yeah, #1 movie this season.
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I love this movie. If I were to give it a rating, probably like, I don't want to say 10 out of 10 because I wouldn't say it's like the perfect film. Definitely like a 9 out of 10 though.
Easy. I always gave the last film a 9 out of 10, so I'm giving this one a 9.5 out of 10.
Oh, you gave it, yeah, like definitely 9.5 out of 10. It was really good. I would love to see it again. I'm actually going to see if some friends want to see it again, like with me, because they haven't seen it. And my friends aren't really Sonic fans, but I think it would still be great.
I mean, Peyton's not a Sonic fan, and he had a great time.
Oh yeah. Do we want to mention real quickly, the laughing stock that is you know who? It was what I meant. I referenced it earlier.
For those of you who haven't heard yet, Ken Penders wants to sue. Let him.
Because how dare Knuckles have a father?
Honestly.
Yeah.
And how dare Paramount use common movie tropes such as Magical MacGuffin gives so-and-so lots of power at the expense of they get corrupted while using it. Not like Lord of the Rings did this at all, however many years ago.
Yeah. But yeah, we're not going to like go on too much. But yeah, Ken Penders wants to sue Paramount, and he is going to get laughed at. But yeah, this has been a fun, entertaining stream. Again, guys, I hope you all have enjoyed kind of hearing our thought process. Sorry that wasn't really an organized, like... There's a bug in my room. Get the... Okay, I think I got it. So, thank you all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed hearing our thoughts about the movie. I hope you guys enjoyed the movie. I definitely love this movie more than the first one because the first one was a very basic plot. Honestly, not to like sound harsh, but the first one was honestly like a kind of like an 6 or 7 out of 10. It wasn't really that good. It was I liked it, but this one used so much more and it was so much better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If you guys would like to join our Discord and talk about the movie, we do have a Sonic Movie Spoiler Discord because even though we talked about spoilers in this stream, we're still keeping it away from people that haven't seen it yet. General rule of thumb is you don't want to spoil a movie until like a month. Go ahead.
Yeah. If you join the server, there is a Sonic Movie 2 spoiler chat, and that is the only place you can talk or post like spoiler-y fan art in. If you just want to post like general fan art of the movie, like just a drawing of Knuckles or something, then you could slap that on the normal art chat. But we do take spoilers very seriously in the server, so if we see you talking about it outside that chat,
we will ban you. Okay, well actually no. It's a double warning if you, by the way, here's the Discord server for anyone that wants to, for anyone that wants to join. So it's a double warning if you spoil it unintentionally, and it's a ban if you intentionally spoil it to ruin someone's day.
It for other people.
Yeah. So we're not taking this lightly. So if you think to yourself, is this a spoiler? Chances are probably is. If you want to check with an admin, feel free to DM one of us. Probably Gigi, because I have my DMs off, because unfortunately, guys, I get way too many DMs a day from all of you, and I just need to have them like turned off. yeah, make sure to join the server if you want to interact with us, guys. You know, we're always willing to talk with you all and have fun. We do want to get in the habit of starting to have more server events. In fact, as soon as Sonic 2 has like a digital release, we will be having a movie night of Sonic 2.
I'm pretty sure we do have a release date for that on Paramount Plus, which I have.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And on the topic of DMing things, guys, my DMs are open, but like, don't just DM me to say hi. And if you have a genuine question, don't ask, can I ask you a question? Just get straight to the point, because otherwise I will not answer it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the reason why
don't try to dill around the topic. Just get straight to the point of what you need to ask me.
Yeah.
And that will actually get a response.
Exactly. But yeah, this has been fun talking about it. Again, I'm going to have a video probably shorter, probably like only 10 minutes long, of my movie review as Silver, so I'll probably like be in character and stuff. So look forward to that, everyone. This has been fun. Thank you all for sticking around. We actually had a lot more people than I thought. We had like over 100 people throughout the entire stream. So thank you for watching. This was fun. Thank you, Gigi, for joining me. Yeah, it was fun because I remember like after we had both watched it, I was like, hey, do you want to do like a review of this? And she was like, yeah. This was a lot of fun. Overall, just this movie was fun. And I love it, and I could sound biased because I like Sonic, but this is starting to get up with, like, it looks like it could be, like, a Marvel film. Like, it's starting to get up there.
Like,
the jokes are there.
It's categorized as an action-adventure, which you don't get a lot for, like, kids' films.
Oh, yeah. It was really
great. Like, I had genuine, intense fight scenes. This is not something you see in, like... They very easily could have made this movie PG-13 if they had just shown a little blood.
Yeah,
that's the only reason it
they
didn't
could potentially make Sonic the Hedgehog 3 PG-13. I honestly would like to see him do that. So not because it's like, oh, I want them to use vulgar words or whatever, but because Shadow is naturally an edgy character, and I think if they were to make it PG-13, it would open up like a lot more opportunities for what they could do with Shadow.
You know, I wish these movies were PG-13 for the sole purpose of I want to see blood. I want to see these injuries be very believable.
Yeah, Sonic should be bleeding.
And from a lot of instances.
Oh yeah, yeah. This was fun, and I'm glad we got to talk about it. Again, apologies for not having a very good order, but that's why I'm going to be making my own review, which is going to be a bit scripted, and I'm going to actually be able to cover a lot of things. For anyone who might want to not listen throughout this entire 2-hour podcast or whatever, almost 2-hour podcast. Have any closing thoughts, Gigi, about the movie, about just kind of what you hope for in the future? I know you love Knuckles, but, you know, anything else?
Yeah. I'm very looking forward to the Knuckles show. I thought it was supposed to be later this year, but I guess it got pushed back to 2023 because that's what I'm seeing people say.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which I can look. I'll
which, speaking of Knuckles... I just turned up the music volume. A Knuckles theme is playing. Yeah.
Okay, I did not ask about Sonic and Sonic 3 Knuckles. I want the show.
But yeah.
It's okay.
Here's a question. So I guess, well, not really a question. I personally think that I would like to see Sonic 3 come out at the end of 2023, but it's probably going to come out in 2024. Because they've currently started script writing it, I believe.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It would be great to get it only in 1 year, though.
There's nothing about
the Knuckles show.
Okay, yeah, 2023. That's what I'm getting.
Gotcha. But yeah. Anyways, once again, thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all for the support and watching the stream at your risk. Again, if you got spoiled, not our fault. We warned you.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely go see it. Go convince your friends to see it. Listen, even if you're not a Sonic fan, you're going to enjoy it. Yeah, even if you're not a Sonic fan, you will enjoy this movie. Unless you, well, again, for those who might not enjoy the movie, I'm not going to judge you all. But just, in my opinion, I think it is an enjoyable movie, whether you are a Sonic fan or not. It's pretty great. I enjoyed it. I would go see it again. I want to see it again in theaters. But yeah, So I've been Yoshizilla.
And I'm Gigi Crazy Draws.
Thank you all so much for watching the stream. More videos coming soon. The next live stream I'll probably do is the finale of Detroit Become Human, but that will be in my Silver the Hedgehog character voice, you know. And let me know if you want to see more Movie Sonic content, because obviously, with the movie trending, I should probably start switching to the blue blur.
Time to milk it.
Yeah, and should I voice Movie Knuckles? That's the question. I already had Draco voice Movie Knuckles for the first time. But who knows, maybe I can have another character. I do only voice 2 characters, technically 3 now, but I've only done 1. But yeah. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Thank you again, Gigi, for joining me. And hope you all have a good night. See ya.
Bye-bye.